After yelling at the millionaire, his mother decided she was the perfect bride. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Romance Rewind Stories. Before we dive into today's incredible story, I have a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying these heartwarming tales, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest uploads. It's quick, it's free, and it's the best way to support us in bringing you more emotional romance stories. And here's something I'd love to know. Where are you watching from today? Drop your city or country in the comments below. I always enjoy seeing our amazing community from around the world. Oh, and if this story touches your heart, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us grow and reach more people who love these kinds of tales. Now, let's get into today's story. After yelling at the millionaire, his mother decided she was the perfect bride. Rowan Mitchell was running late, stressed, and absolutely not in the mood for entitled rich people. As the event coordinator for Seattle's Roosevelt Hotel, she'd organized hundreds of weddings, galas, and corporate events. She was good at her job, exceptional even. But today, everything was going wrong. The flowers for the Morrison wedding had arrived wilted. The catering truck had broken down, and now some millionaire's assistant had just informed her that Mr. Sterling Cross, tech CEO and apparently very important person, needed the hotel's entire executive floor cleared for a private family dinner that evening. The same evening as the Morrison wedding. The wedding she'd been planning for 8 months. Rowan stormed into the lobby where Sterling Cross stood examining his phone, looking annoyingly calm in an expensive suit. "Mr. Cross?" Rowan's voice was sharper than she intended. He looked up. "Yes? I'm Rowan Mitchell, event coordinator. I understand you've requested we clear the executive floor for tonight." "That's correct. My assistant should have arranged it." "Your assistant arranged nothing. You can't just show up and demand we cancel existing events because you decided you want privacy. We have a wedding tonight, 200 guests, 8 months of planning. You don't get to override that because you're rich and impatient." Sterling's expression shifted from neutral to surprised. "I was told the floor was available." "Well, you were told wrong. And frankly, Mr. Cross, I don't care how much money you have. This hotel serves all our clients with equal respect. The Morrisons booked this venue a year ago. You called yesterday. So no, you can't have the executive floor. You'll have to celebrate your family dinner somewhere else or use one of our other available spaces." "I'm not trying to inconvenience anyone." "Too late. You already did." Rowan crossed her arms. "Now, is there anything else? Because I have actual clients to attend to." Sterling opened his mouth, then closed it. "No, nothing else." "Wonderful. Enjoy your stay at the Roosevelt." Rowan turned on her heel and walked away, her heart pounding. She'd just yelled at a billionaire CEO. Her boss was going to kill her, except her boss didn't kill her. Instead, an hour later, Rowan received a call from Sterling Cross's assistant. "Ms. Mitchell, Mr. Cross wanted me to extend his apologies for the confusion. He's reserved the Cascade Room for his family dinner instead and wanted to ensure this doesn't impact the Morrison wedding in any way." Rowan blinked. He apologized?" "Yes. He also wanted me to tell you that you were right, and he appreciated your dedication to your clients." After the call ended, Rowan stood in her office completely confused. Billionaires didn't apologize. They certainly didn't admit they were wrong. That evening, the Morrison wedding went perfectly. At 9 p.m., exhausted but satisfied, Rowan was cleaning up when she noticed someone watching from the Cascade Room entrance. Sterling Cross, still in his suit but looking less intimidating somehow. "Ms. Mitchell, do you have a moment?" Rowan approached cautiously. "Mr. Cross, did you need something?" "To apologize properly, I was presumptuous today. My assistant told me the floor was available and I didn't verify before making demands. You were right to call me out." "I thank you. I may have been harsher than necessary." "You were protecting your clients. That's admirable. Sterling smiled slightly. Can I ask you something? Sure. Why event planning? You're clearly passionate about it. Because I love creating perfect days for people. Weddings, anniversaries, celebrations, these are the moments people remember forever. Being part of that matters. That's a beautiful perspective. Sterling gestured to the Cascade Room. Would you like to see what you missed by refusing me the executive floor? Curious despite herself, Rowan followed him inside. The room was beautifully set. Intimate table for 6, elegant but not ostentatious. An older woman sat at the head of the table, watching them with sharp, intelligent eyes. Mother, this is Rowan Mitchell, the event coordinator I told you about. Rowan, my mother, Eleanor Cross. Eleanor stood and approached Rowan with a warm smile. The young woman who yelled at my son for being presumptuous. I like her already. Rowan felt her face flush. I didn't yell. I just firmly expressed, you yelled, and he deserved it. Eleanor took Rowan's hand. Sterling told me what happened. You protected your clients instead of bowing to money and status. That's integrity. It's refreshing. I was just doing my job. You were doing it excellently. Tell me, Miss Mitchell, are you single? Mother, Sterling said warningly. What? I'm asking a simple question. Eleanor smiled at Rowan. My son is brilliant at business and terrible at relationships. He dates these insufferable society women who care more about his bank account than his character. You, on the other hand, yelled at him. That suggests you have standards. Rowan didn't know whether to laugh or run. Mrs. Cross, I appreciate the compliment, but have dinner with us, please. I promise my family is less insufferable than Sterling's reputation suggests. I really should get back to work. The wedding is over. I saw the guests leaving. You've finished for the evening. Eleanor's expression turned genuinely kind. Please, I'd like to know the woman brave enough to tell my son no. Rowan looked at Sterling, who shrugged helplessly. My mother is relentless. Fair warning. Against her better judgment, Rowan sat down. Over dinner with Sterling's family, his mother Eleanor, his father Richard, his sister Claire, and Claire's husband Marcus. Rowan learned that the Crosses were wealthy but surprisingly down to earth. They asked about her work with genuine interest. They teased Sterling mercilessly. They made her feel welcome. Eleanor especially seemed fascinated by Rowan. You built your career from the ground up? Eleanor asked. Yes, I started as a server at the Roosevelt when I was 19. Worked my way up to event coordinator over 10 years. That's remarkable. Sterling, did you hear that? 10 years of dedication to one company. I heard, Mother. You could learn from that. Loyalty, commitment. Mother, please don't. I'm not doing anything, Eleanor said innocently. Then she turned to Rowan. Do you have family in Seattle? My parents live in Portland. I see them when I can, but work keeps me busy. What do they do? My dad's a carpenter. My mom teaches elementary school. They're good people. Salt of the earth, my dad likes to say. Eleanor beamed. I knew it. Good family, strong work ethic, not impressed by money or status. Sterling, are you paying attention? Mother, you're being obvious. Good. Rowan, would you like to have coffee with me this week? Just us, woman to woman. Rowan felt completely out of her depth. Mrs. Cross, I don't think... Eleanor. Call me Eleanor, and I promise I won't bite. I just enjoy meeting interesting people. You're interesting. Somehow, Rowan agreed. Coffee with Eleanor turned into lunch. Lunch turned into Eleanor inviting Rowan to a gallery opening. The gallery opening turned into Eleanor orchestrating increasingly elaborate, coincidental meetings between Rowan and Sterling. My mother is matchmaking, Sterling said apologetically after the third coincidental encounter. I'm sorry, she does this. Why me? Rowan asked. I yelled at you. I'm not from your world. I don't understand why she's so determined. Because you're real. Rowan, I've dated dozens of women my mother approved of on paper. Society connections, prestigious careers, perfect pedigrees. Every single one of them was shallow, status-obsessed, or in it for the money. You yelled at me because I was being entitled. You didn't care who I was or what I was worth. Mother recognized that immediately. So she's decided I'm marriage material based on one argument. Based on your character. Mother has good instincts about people. Sterling smiled slightly. For what it's worth, I agree with her assessment. You barely know me. Then let me get to know you. Properly, not through my mother's machinations. Rowan, would you have dinner with me? An actual date. Rowan knew this was complicated. Knew they came from different worlds. But Sterling had been nothing but kind and genuine since that first encounter, and Eleanor's enthusiasm was endearing, if overwhelming. Okay, one dinner, but somewhere normal, not, I don't know, whatever restaurants have Michelin stars. There's a great burger place I love, best in Seattle. You eat burgers? I'm rich, not alien. Over burgers and fries, Rowan and Sterling discovered they had more in common than expected. Both were close to their families. Both valued hard work and authenticity. Both were tired of surface-level relationships. Every woman I've dated has wanted something from me, Sterling admitted. Access to my world, my money, my connections. You wanted me to go away and stop disrupting your event. It was refreshing. I may have overreacted. You were protecting your clients. I respect that. They dated for 6 months. Eleanor was thrilled. She called Rowan weekly, invited her to family dinners, and had clearly decided Rowan was already part of the family. Your mother is lovely but intense, Rowan told Sterling after another dinner at the Cross estate. She adores you. Honestly, I think she likes you more than me at this point. She told me yesterday that I'm the daughter she always wanted. That sounds about right. Sterling pulled Rowan close. Does it bother you? The matchmaking, the assumption that we're headed toward marriage. Does it bother you? No, because I am headed toward marriage with you, if you'll have me. Rowan felt her breath catch. Sterling, I'm not proposing yet. I know it's only been 6 months, but Rowan, I'm in love with you. My mother saw it before I did. You're everything I've been looking for without knowing I was looking. I love you too. Your mother is going to be insufferable when she finds out we're this serious. She already knows, trust me. 8 months after yelling at Sterling in the hotel lobby, Rowan received a surprise visit from Eleanor. I have something for you, Eleanor said, pulling out a small velvet box. Inside was a beautiful vintage ring, elegant and timeless. This was my grandmother's engagement ring. It's been in our family for 4 generations. Sterling doesn't know I'm giving this to you, but I wanted you to have it first. When he proposes, and he will, I want you to know his family already considers you one of us. Rowan's eyes filled with tears. Eleanor, I can't accept. You can, and you will. Rowan, I knew the moment you yelled at my son that you were special. You didn't see a billionaire. You saw an entitled person disrupting your work, and you called him on it. That's the kind of woman who'll keep Sterling grounded. The kind of woman our family needs. Your family has been so welcoming because you're family, not because of who you might marry, because of who you are. 2 weeks later, Sterling proposed. At the Roosevelt Hotel, in the executive floor ballroom, Rowan had refused him access to a year earlier. This is where we met, Sterling said on one knee while hotel staff watched. Where you told me I couldn't buy my way into disrupting other people's special days. You were right. But Rowan, I'm asking if I can be part of your special days from now on. Will you marry me? Your mother already gave me the family ring. Sterling laughed. Of course she did. So is that a yes? It's absolutely a yes. They got married at the Roosevelt. Where else? Eleanor planned half of it, insisting on family traditions while respecting Rowan's vision. It was perfect chaos. During his vows, Sterling said, "You yelled at me for being entitled and presumptuous. My mother decided immediately you were the one. She was right. Rowan, you saw past the money and status to call out bad behavior. You've kept doing that every day since. You make me better. You make me real. I promise to never take that for granted." During her vows, Rowan said, "Your mother decided I was perfect bride material after one argument. I thought she was crazy. Turns out she just has excellent instincts. Sterling, you've shown me that wealth and character can coexist. That being successful doesn't mean being superficial. Your family welcomed me completely. I promise to always be the woman who'll yell at you when you need it and love you always." Eleanor, watching from the front row, whispered to Richard, "I told you she was perfect." "You did," Richard agreed. "Best matchmaking you've ever done." "I didn't matchmake. I simply recognized quality and made sure my son didn't miss it. Because sometimes yelling at a millionaire for being entitled is exactly how you meet your future husband. Sometimes a mother's intuition about character matters more than any dating app or social connection. And sometimes the woman brave enough to say no becomes the one you can't imagine living without, proving that the best relationships start with honesty, not flattery, and that mothers really do know best when they see someone who'll love their child for who they are, not what they have. And that's where our story ends today. What did you think? Did Sterling, Rowan, and Eleanor's story touch your heart? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Until next time, keep believing in the power of standing up for what's right, and remember, sometimes the best first impression is refusing to be impressed. See you in the next story.